Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back your lovely faces to a brand new video here on the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at two interviews that has recently been done, one by Michael Keaton, the other one by Danny Elfman, regarding Beetlejuice 2, which is just going to be amazing and I cannot wait for this film. So this is actually coming from Empire magazine because they recently held a one-night showing of Batman 1989 and The Flash. And obviously, Michael Keaton is back as Batman in The Flash. I had a chance to actually see the film the other day. I absolutely despise Ezra Miller. But Ezra Miller was a good part of the film. But again, no, that's separating the artist from the art and everything else. But in real life, though, Ezra Miller is a complete waste of time. But Michael Keaton talks the handmade feel of Beetlejuice 2. Empire had the pleasure of hosting the one and only Michael Keaton on Saturday evening as part of a VIP event featuring Batman 89 and The Flash, going on and saying he had to talk about one of his classic characters, Beetlejuice. Keaton is clearly enthusiastic to be once again back with old friend director Tim Burton and finding more chaos for his bio-exorcist, his lunatic to cause. Beetlejuice is the most effing fun you can have working. It's so fun. It's so great. And you know what it is? We're doing it exactly like we did in the first movie. There's a woman in the great waiting room for the afterlife, literally with a fishing line. I want people to know this because I love it, tugging on the tail of a cat to make it move. For me, that just sounds absolutely amazing because it shows that they are using practical effects as well as CGI. Practical effects is what makes or breaks a film. The Beetlejuice sequel is something that has been in development limbo for years, but Burton and Keaton are finally shooting it, and from the sound of it, doing exactly what they want. Burton and I were talking about it years and years ago, never telling anybody. I said, if it happens, first of all, we've both said we're doing it many times. We both agreed. If it happens, it has to be done as close to the way we made it the first time. Making stuff up, making stuff happen, improvising and riffing, but literally handmade stuff like people creating things with their hands and building something. Effing great. It's the most fun I've had working on the movie, and I can't tell you how long. And it says there as well, obviously it is coming out on the 6th of September in the UK next year. I'm really looking forward to this. I can't wait for Beetlejuice 2 because I absolutely love the first one. It is Beetlejuice, the first one. I always remember it because it was one of the first films that gave me nightmares. I'll always remember that. With the snake worm, when it's going to the desert, when they open the door and you see that big multicolored black and white worm coming. That scared the living hell out of me. But I absolutely love it. I've seen it, I don't know how many times. It's just so, so good. But we have this one as well now from Danny Elfman. This is with the GQ as well the other day. Beetlejuice 2 is officially shooting principal photography with the likes of Winona Ryder, Michael Keaton and Tim Burton, returning to reprise their roles as part of the cult classics cast and crew. Another familiar face returning is Danny Elfman, a frequent Burton collaborator who is scoring the sequel just over 3 decades after he scored the first one. 3 decades! That's mad. Sorry for the interruption, folks. Just to let you know, I do have a gaming channel that I am currently trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. It would be great if you could consider heading over and subscribing. It is free for you, and it helps me out in the long run. Thanks very much, and enjoy the rest of the video. As you might expect, Elfman is glad to be back in the saddle. To get a chance 35 years later to do it again, that's the weirdest sequel ever, the composer said in a recent chat with GQ. I'm really excited to get back into it. Earlier this year, Elfman revealed he's already been working on the project, which is currently in production in and around London. I love being a fly on the wall when he's shooting. I'll be doing that in a couple of months, which this has now come from the interview a couple of months ago, as you may know, on another Tim Burton project. Elfman shared a deadline in regards to collaborating with Burton on both the Wednesday and the Beetlejuice sequel. That is very exciting to return to that world. I said he's not even going to look that much different. That's the beauty of the Beetlejuice makeup. He already looked like he was 150 in the first one, Elfman said at Keaton's reprisal of the eponymous ghoul. He added, it's perfect, you know. Everybody else has to play the next generation, except for Michael. I mean, he's still like really fit and really active and really on it, And with the Beetlejuice makeup, I can't even imagine it's going to look like he's changed practically at all. So I can't wait for that. Yeah, so with Beetlejuice 2, it was first announced literally in May. And like a week beforehand is when Danny Elfman did this interview. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm shooting a new movie in London with Tim Burton. And he said, Michael Keaton, I'm doing that in a couple of months' time. No one knew. Then all of a sudden, they were like, yeah, he said it, we have to release it. And they were like, Beetlejuice 2 starts filming next week. And everyone, myself included, we were like, oh my God, Beetlejuice 2. Because it's just such an iconic film of the 80s. And again, when it stars Batman and is directed by Tim Burton and Winona Ryder, you kind of have to get excited because it's going to be amazing. I really do think so. And especially with the cast they've lined up. Monica Bellucci, Jenna Ortega as Winona Ryder's daughter, Willem Dafoe. There's just so many people in this film. It's just going to be absolutely amazing. Of course, a lot of people are hoping that we may see Johnny Depp pop up here or there, but I don't know if we will. He is currently on tour with the Hollywood Vampires, but you never know. He is living in the UK now. Now, it does go on about who's all in Beetlejuice. So obviously you got Tim Burton returning with Ryder Keaton and Catherine O'Hara as well. Oh, Kevin's mom from Home Alone. But she's back. For several other big names, obviously amongst the newcomers, Jenna Ortega, Willem Dafoe, Monica Bellucci, and Justin Theroux. I do kind of want to know who Justin Theroux is because he is like a comedian, but he's also a serious actor, musician, and all these other things. It's going to be interesting to see who he actually plays in the film. It wouldn't surprise me if he's like the new big bad or whatever of the film, and that's who Michael Keaton's going up against, because I can see Willem Dafoe being like the leader of the underground waiting room sort of thing when they're in the Underrealm. That's what I think Willem Dafoe could be. But again, for all we know, Willem Dafoe may be another bioexorcist. That would be amazing. But before we do go, these have already been out there for a while now, but I thought I'd just show you. We have got a couple of photos of Winona Ryder on set, and again, there's not much out there at the moment in time because I did put down Beetlejuice 2 into Twitter for photos, and again, June the 16th is the latest one. We do have this one here, which is kind of cool. The house was a wooden facade, but the hill it was on and the school for girls is located in East Corinth, Vermont. It's right down the road from me, and they're building the set for Beetlejuice Part 2 at the present. I think it's going to be cool. I do like that there as well, because you've got Beetlejuice poster right by there. It'd be great to see. But yeah, I will be keeping you up to date on this, guys, because it's going to be absolutely amazing. And to be honest with you, having Jenna Ortega playing Winona Ryder's daughter in this, perfect casting. 1000%. It's just brilliant because, well, Jenna Ortega at this moment in time, she is turning into the Scream Queen for the go-to. Her and oh my God, I've forgotten her name now. But the girl from something Pugh from not Florence Pugh. Sorry, she is in X, and she's married to Shia LaBeouf. Mia Goth. These two at the moment, they are the Scream Queens, and it's perfect casting. We got Mia Goth in the new Blade film. Again, it's just amazing casting. There's so much going on, and I cannot wait to see this. If you are new to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, please like and subscribe for future Beetlejuice 2 updates, and I'll see you all very soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.